Hey guys, this is Zach Cummings, UFC welterweight, middleweight, and light heavyweight. Check out Hungover Hand Right.
This is Hungover Hand Right, and this is the UFC Fight Night. Ribas versus Namajunas preview show.
Hell yeah.
And I feel like this card, first of all, is not great. But second of all, it's a lot of guys that are just bullies.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like slamming people against lockers and shit, pulling their underwear out their pants. No, but a lot of guys that they want to go forward and be the bully, and that's kind of how they do things. And a lot of those guys are fighting each other. And we're going to talk about the 6-fight main card. Since it's 6 fights, no low-key banger on this one.
I heard Chad bullied you in high school.
False.
I was a senior. He was a freshman.
Believe it or not, I bullied him, actually.
Didn't you swirly his
I was
fucking
like
ass?
that senior that got beat up by everybody.
Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I got picked on all the time.
I'd say if we had to pick a low-key banger, it's definitely Ricardo Ramos versus Julian Rosa. I mean, that's going to be really fun. Right?
Nah.
Chad, you're a Kurt Hallball guy, kind of, aren't you?
Yeah, I like Kurt.
And Daria, my girlfriend, is fighting on this card.
Oh, Cody Gibson.
I don't even know. Do you know who that is? I don't even know who that is, honestly.
Don't need to.
He's Russian.
Cody Gibson's
Hot
on this
blonde.
card too. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Miles Johns came in short notice. It was supposed to be Davey Grant. That would have been fun,
Oh,
too.
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
All right. 6-fight main card. Let's get into it.
Get on.
We're doing this in Tapology order. The UFC website order is different, as always, but
Oh, yes. UFC, please. Let's get it together.
it's
Come
insane.
on. When I click on something, I'd like it, to work.
And to be right.
And yeah, being, an actual order and not just bullshit.
Maybe they don't have the funds, you guys.
Yeah, they can't afford. They
They're
can't
too
afford
fucking
enough
poor
employees.
to get shit correct.
Maybe we need to buy more pay-per-views. Let's up the pay-per-view
Yeah.
price.
Just
so
up it
we
to,
can get the-
$225.
just so the website's a little more accurate.
They
Yeah.
have so much money that they don't even have to do events in venues with fans.
Like, honestly, we should be
So-
paying, instead of $10 a month or $20 or whatever it is for ESPN Plus, should just be $55 a month. And then pay-per-views are $125.
That's
Hey,
what I
we're-
would do.
Yeah,
Because we have to help people,
Right.
that's coming
Get the
soon.
knowledge.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
coming soon. I hope you know that. Like 2 years from now, that's what it'll be.
Fucking shit.
Oh, we'll
it's
see.
never
We'll
stopped
see.
rising.
We'll see. We will see come election.
Yeah.
It's election year. We'll see what
Oh,
happens.
yeah. Dana might
Trump-
vote it out.
Dana.
Oh, clits.
Edmen Shahbazyan versus AJ Dobson. Edmen, Golden Boy Shahbazyan, 12-4. Literally, he's 1-4 in his last 5 fights.
Is that good?
I don't believe so.
Oh.
Fighting out of
He's
Vegas.
trying.
26 years old. This guy's been around for quite a while, and he's 26 years old. 6 feet 2 inches tall. AJ Dobson, no nickname. 7-2, coming off a win. Fighting out of Powell, Ohio. 32 years old. 6 feet 1 inches tall.
Powell. Never heard of it?
Kyle Powell, Ohio.
I thought he was older than that.
Which one?
Shabazian.
I know. He's
Same.
literally been
That's
in the
crazy.
UFC since
He's an old name.
Contender Series in 2018.
Oh, well. Old enough.
For some reason, in my brain, I'm like, he's older than that.
Yeah. Now, I mean, with obviously 1-4 is not good, but I mean, losses to Brunson, Hermanson, Imavov, Fluffy Hernandez. That's a tough little
Yeah, it's a
stint there.
nice little stretch.
They really kind of fucked up with him, I think, because they really thought they had something with him.
Threw
And
him to the wolves too fast.
yeah, he beat Brad Tavares. He head kicked him in the first round, and that
Which is crazy.
basically ruined his career
Yeah.
because they were
Like, okay, here's a killer.
All right.
Brunson, wrestler, Hermanson, good grappler, Imavov, good grappler, Fluffy Hernandez, good grappler.
I didn't like it when he kicked B-Rad's head off.
No. That was actually, I mean, it was kind of shocking, honestly. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like at that time,
Kind of fluky.
it's like a 7 out of 10 times I think Brad probably beats him
Yeah, I
back
agree.
then.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, AJ Dobson also, it wasn't going great for him. 0-2 in his first 2. But last time out against Tafon the Don, he looked pretty good. I mean, he's fucking fast. He's got good hands. And Edmen's kind of a stiff, fucking weird body looking guy. So,
Stiffy.
I don't know. I kind of like the speed and just the boxing in general of AJ Dobson, I think, a lot more than I like Edmen here.
Yeah, he's definitely more athletic and he's got some power.
Fast twitch muscle, dude. Ever heard of it?
I think, yeah, I'd probably side with you, John. I'm probably going with Dobson.
Same.
I just think Edmen's, I mean, yeah, he's lost to good guys, but also just his style is very plodding.
Stuck in the mood.
Kind of like, he's like a taekwondo base or whatever, so he's kind of flat-footed.
Mm-hmm.
And, which taekwondo, I know, there's Wonder Boy's not flat-footed, but.
That's karate, isn't it?
Nah, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's point karate.
But either way, Shahbazyan, he just kind of, not a lot of footwork involved with him. And Dobson is fast, and he's good at, I mean, he's actually really good with the head movement. Even last time we talked about him when he was 0-2 in the UFC, we said, like, this guy slips punches really well. He just doesn't really make you pay all the time for missing. Yeah. But I just don't know if that's going to matter here. I think he's just going to be way too fast.
Yeah, I think he's way more athletic. He's a pretty damn strong kid. That's why I'm going with him. And like to what you said, Shahbazyan's just a little too flat-footed for my liking.
Yeah, I mean, even Edmen, if he wanted to wrestle, which he doesn't come from a wrestling background, but he's got 39% takedown accuracy again. Brunson, Fluffy Hernandez. You're not shooting on those guys probably, but or if you do, you're not getting them. But Dobson, 64% takedown D, and 75% accuracy himself. So I don't think the wrestling is going to be an issue for him. I don't know. I want him to. I feel like he's got the speed and he's got the striking to land more, but he kind of. I mentioned this last time. He's kind of he wants to be really fast, so he kind of like pulls up short on his punches a little bit sometimes instead of like getting full extension on him. And I feel like Edmen's just going to be there to be hit by him plenty.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't have anything more to add to that. It's what I think.
That's the wrong card. Odds. Wow.
Plus 160.
Edmen minus 185, plus 160. AJ
Wow.
Dobson.
I think it's just
That's
the
actually-
name.
That's shocking to me, honestly.
I think it's just casuals and just recognize the name.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah. I mean, he beat Dalsha Lungiambula, but that's not really saying a ton. Last fight, Fluffy
Yeah, that's
Hernandez.
I mean, that's saying a lot if you pronounce the name, but
that is
outside of that,
a lot of letters.
hmm.
I mean, against Hernandez, like Edmen did okay early, but that's kind of Fluffy Hernandez's game. It's like Billy Q style, like outlast you.
Exactly.
I don't know. I like Dobson quite a bit here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dobson.
Damn.
But apparently America says no.
Not well. The world.
The world. Sorry, not America.
The whole world.
Which all 400 of them are family members of those guys.
Yeah, 434 votes. Not very many, but 87% Shahbazyan. 67% decision. I'm going Dobson.
TKO?
I'm thinking about it.
TKO?
Man, I don't know. What do you got? Chad, what do you?
I'm gonna go Dobson TKO too. That's gonna be me. I think I see it. But I honestly, if I see Dobson winning TKO, it's gonna be early. It's gonna be early. If not early, then he wins by decision.
I don't know, man. I could see either one of these guys winning by decision. I think it goes decision.
I'm also gonna go Dobson TKO. I think he's kind of gotten better every fight. Like even he lost his first two, but even this Petrosian one, like he hung Malkoun, his debut, Malkoon's like
Mhm.
Robert Whittaker's fucking wrestling coach, so you know what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But this Petrosian one, he hung in there with the striking, and then outstruck Tafon the Don. So I'm gonna say that he just keeps getting better every fight and sleeps Edmen.
I see it.
That's what I want to see. I'll go with it though. I still think it'll be a decision, but I'll go with Dobson. I mean, I'm not confident in this.
Dobson decision. I mean, fuck. I just this is so surprising to me.
Yeah, that's
a lot, huh? I don't know. We put a little too much weight in those percentages.
Yeah. I just figured, especially with 1 and 4 in your last 5, that 87% is.
maybe they're thinking that, okay, look what he did before, and then he fought killers,
Yeah.
grapplers, you know.
I like Dobson.
Same.
What did I say the odds were? Hammer, fucking
Yeah, I'd be putting some money at
Dobson.
Dobson
Yeah.
at 160 plus
It'd be worth
160.
it. That'd be worth it.
All right. Anything else, sir?
No, sir.
Next up, the heavies. Karl Williams versus Justin
Let's
Tafa.
fucking go,
He's
Dobson.
stepping in on short notice for his brother, like his brother did for him.
Yeah, which is fucking cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Love that.
It did not go good for his brother.
Sure didn't.
No, he got his leg kicked off.
But now Justin's gonna have his redemption.
I don't know if Karl Williams going to try and kick Justin Tafa's leg off, though.
I don't think so. Karl Williams, 9-1, coming off of 6 wins in a row. Fighting out of Atlanta, originally from the Virgin Islands. 34 years old, 6 feet 3 inches tall. Justin Badman Tafa, 7-3, coming off of technically 1 win in a row. The fight right before that, he got poked in the eye. No contest. Fighting out of Australia, 30 years old, 6 feet tall. Really short heavyweight.
Isn't the island in the part of the Virgin Islands? Or
The what?
like the island?
Epps Island?
Yeah, huh?
Is it part of
Isn't
that?
that part of the Virgin
I
Islands?
have no idea.
It should not be called Virgin Island.
I don't
That's what
know
I'm
exactly where
I
it's
might be
Well,
wrong
I
about
mean,
that, but I think
Maybe
that's
it should be called Virgin Island, honestly.
Oh.
fitting. Or used to be.
Yeah, formerly known as Virgin.
Formerly Virgin.
God. That's awful.
Oh shit.
So speaking of not virgins, Karl Williams, this guy is a fucking wrestling ass son of a bitch, but not like a college wrestler. He was a football player.
He knows how to tackle.
Dude, he does like what Romero used to do, where Romero would like back up on purpose and then get you coming forward, and then he just like explodes for 15 feet
Yeah.
until you go down. Like, and it works.
Mhm.
At least up to this point, it's worked.
It sucks. Not a great matchup for Tafa, because Tafa wants to bang it out, but
Tafa's gonna bang, dude, and you're
It's
gonna
just-
let him.
It's just hard. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to picture Karl Williams with his football tackles just flinging Tafa around.
yeah.
He's just so short. And
I don't know how
stocky
a couple
and-
week notice.
Yeah, but
For Tafa?
here's the thing though. He went through a full training camp. Granted, it was for a different guy, but it's still work put in. Like he's been in shape, so it's kind of like he's getting 2 camps for this guy.
This doesn't say when Junior Tafa pulled out, but it's been quite a while, I think.
I thought it was a few weeks.
Like quite a while, meaning like enough time, probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think he's got plenty. I think he'll.
'Cause-
I think he's just benefited.
What was the reason he pulled out of his original fight that Justin Tafa had to jump in?
Diarrhea or something.
It just says Tafa injury on Tapology. I cannot remember. It was Marcus Rogerio de
I
Lima.
wonder what kind of
Couldn't have been anything crazy.
yeah. If he's
See,
fighting
like,
a few weeks
what
later,
could it have been though? Where you're,
A fracture and a foot fracture or something like that.
but can you go that quick? Because that
to fight a few weeks later.
I think so.
well,
I think he could.
it was. I think it's more than that. It was
He could have pulled his groin.
February?
dude.
February
A
17th.
month.
He could
Yeah.
have pulled his
It's
groin.
literally a month. Tomorrow's the 17th.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah,
I'm telling you, he probably pulled a fucking like a bad pull in a muscle
Yeah.
or something.
yeah. I mean, I don't think he would jump in if. I mean, he's fucking 7-3. Like he's clearly okay with like taking some time off if he needs to.
Right.
Yeah.
We never know what's going on behind the curtains. He could be feeling forced, like he has to take this fight, or he'll get cut, sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, you just never know.
maybe, but he's on a little win streak
Or
here.
not cut, but you know what I mean. Like getting less opportunities.
Yeah. I mean, This one's so tough for me because I do like Karl Williams is a fucking phenomenal athlete, and he's a small heavyweight. He weighs in at like 235.
Yeah.
But I mean, Chase Sherman, who's like at the limit or close to the limit. I mean, he was sprinting across the cage, throwing him around and shit. Like, I don't love Karl Williams' gas tank, but it's kind of that doesn't really factor in here because Tafa is like first round KO or bust. I mean, it's like, I don't know. This is a tough one for me. I don't know. Let's look at
I'm going Tafa.
Oh yeah, all day.
I'm putting some money on Tafa.
Damn.
Fuck it.
I am biased.
Minus
but
260.
I'm
though.
biased, but I
Goddamn.
also do think he's gonna win.
Minus 260 Karl Williams, plus 220 Tafa.
Tafa's gonna. If Tafa wins, gonna win by knockout.
Oh, for sure.
Let's go. That's gonna happen. He's gonna catch him.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of
He's gotta redeem his brother.
What's Tafa's takedown D here? 100%.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. I looked at this earlier, but he's literally been shot on like once or twice in the UFC. Like he's fought a bunch of strikers,
Yeah.
or he's knocked people out in the first round.
That Jorgen to Castro loss sucks, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go Karl Williams decision,
I knew it.
but
Pick against Tafa.
it's tough because I mean, basically, if it gets out of the first round, it's probably Karl Williams, fairly easily.
You don't think Tafa's capable of knocking him out in the second?
I mean, sure he is, but these guys when they get later in the round, their power is just.
Especially if Karl Williams wants to wrestle a lot, which he's also been kind of a gas tank guy too. Like he looks really tired at the end of both his UFC fights so far.
The thing about heavyweights is like, yeah, you do get tired, obviously, but your power doesn't go away. You know what I mean? Like,
You
still
do.
like,
Still have some power, but it's coming at you slower.
Oh, right.
Is what I'm saying.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I just don't know if that holds as much weight in the heavyweight division like it does all the rest of the weights. Personally,
Williams he doesn't.
Look at Stipe against what's his dick when he knocked him out going backwards in the fifth round. Verdum.
I mean, Williams he's not a technical striker by any means, but he also has power. But I don't see him knocking out Tafa.
No,
Tafa's a tough motherfucker. I'm going Tafa knockout.
Same.
I'm gonna go Williams decision.
Stupid.
Tapology only 331 votes, 65% Tafa, 97% of those
97 and a half, John.
and a half. Yeah, forgot that one person.
I'm part of you 97.5%ers.
Love it. I think they're all right, except for John.
I'm going Karl decision. I mean, this one I'm not confident in at all because I really have not loved. Especially, it's really like a body language thing with Karl Williams.
Yeah.
It's like a try to shoot, and then it's a lot of like backing up
Mm-hmm.
on like, not even because he has to. It's like just backing up on purpose to let you come towards him, and then he just explodes again. So I don't know. He's a weird one to judge, but
I'm not confident in any heavyweight fight ever.
no.
And if I were a professional bettor, I wouldn't advise anyone ever betting on a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then Tafa's probably like a pretty solid bet because he's a pretty big dog.
Yeah.
Plus 220. Anything else, sir?
Nope.
No, sir.
Next up, this is going to be a banger because these guys don't know what defense means. Luis Pajuelo versus Fernando Padilla. Luis, Chad, help me out.
Corazón de León.
Pajuelo.
Heart of a lion.
8-1. Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
You knew that. Coming off of 5 wins in a row. Fighting out of Peru. 29 years old. 5 feet 10 inches tall. Fernando, Chad, help me out.
Can't see that.
I can't see it.
El Valiente?
Padilla. 15-5.
El Valente? I can't.
No, you got it right.
It's Valiente.
Is there an I in there?
Yeah.
That means I'm your Valentine.
All right. Okay. 15-5. Coming off of a loss to Kyle Nelson, which is a tough look. and it was on that UFC Noche card, Noche UFC.
Chihuahua.
Fighting out of Chihuahua, Mexico, 27 years old, 6 feet,
Is it
1
Valentine?
inches
Like
tall.
The Valentine?
It's probably like the Valiant,
Maybe.
like Valiant.
Valiente. Look at it. Tell me about it, dude.
So while you're looking that up, I'll talk about this fight.
Brave.
The Brave,
Valiant.
dude.
The Brave.
El Bravo.
Yeah.
El Bravo.
These guys, they love to strike and get struck on.
Those are my favorite kind of
I'll
fights.
take
And go ahead,
the heart of a lion over the Brave.
just based on the nickname.
Yep.
I mean, Padilla, he's actually
No, I like Padilla.
this is Pajuelo's UFC debut,
Yeah.
and
I'm
Padilla's
just going. I'm feeling like a lion right now. Just a born
You
killer.
just a Leo, dude? Or you a Reese?
I am definitely
Reese
not a Leo.
Leo.
I'm not a Leo.
The thing about Padilla is his last one.
Aquarius.
I know,
His
dude.
last one
Scaly.
against Kyle Nelson, he was a big favorite, and that was a fight where he went forward like the whole time, and he got pieced up by Kyle Nelson.
Kyle
Like,
Nelson's a killer, dude.
not really.
Didn't you know?
And I mean, Padilla, like he's got
Oh, he lost a spike too.
Dude, I missed the fuck out of Spike.
yeah. What the hell?
Ah.
X or CXF 17.
March Madness.
God, that guy was fucking fun, man.
But
Some of our first episodes were watching
Spike was on
Yeah.
like 2 of our first 5 podcasts.
at your old place.
Yeah, bro.
But the Kyle Nelson one is really concerning because Padilla's got good hands, but he got hit a lot in that fight. And Kyle Nelson's not like a phenomenal striker.
Yeah.
Pajuelo's not either, but like if you're losing a fight against Kyle Nelson where Kyle Nelson's backing up the whole time and you're still getting boxed up, Pajuelo's not going to back up.
Right.
Pajuelo is like war all the time.
He's going to be in your Fache.
Yeah. Yeah. We know Spanish around here.
Mm-hmm.
But now Pajuelo, on the other hand, is not a technical guy at all.
The brawler.
100% a
Yeah.
brawler. I mean, his 2 fights ago, I went back and watched this fight. It was in Spanish. This one here, Heber, Federico Pereira, and they just they're. I don't know if they like blocked a strike from one another.
Good.
I mean, it was just slugfest.
Good. More
And-
fans. More fans for them.
Yeah.
Here's some fans.
Except for Heber. I mean, nobody knows who that is.
Well,
But this one's really tough because I think Padilla's he's crisp with the hands compared to Pajuelo, but I think his defense is so bad, and Pajuelo is just headstrong, go forward, kill, that I kind of think I'm going to go with Pajuelo here because I just don't think Padilla can stop that, and he can't fucking he can't stop getting hit. It's tough. Like
can't stop, won't stop, dude.
Heart of a lion.
No, I agree. I'm good. That's what my pick is as well.
I mean, another dog, Pajuelo, plus 145.
I love it.
Minus
Looks big dog
170.
card, huh?
Mhm.
Padilla.
Might be all dogs.
It's not a big discrepancy there. Like,
Get that dude's armpits, though, huh?
No, and even the Tapology closer than the last couple. At least 513 votes, 63% Pajuelo.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck. Padilla's the favorite.
Yep.
That's weird.
Pajuelo's
Okay, fuck these tapologies.
Pajuelo by knockout.
Another thing I wanted to mention is that Peru, there's a bunch of like new Peruvian fighters in the UFC. Like they've been kind of.
Yeah, they're pumping them out.
Yeah,
I like it. I
Hell
want to
yeah.
go to Peru, dude.
me too.
That's on the list.
Machu Picchu.
Yes, sir.
That'd be cool as shit.
We'd be like the only 2 guys to ever do that.
Yeah.
To go
Nobody's
to
ever been
Machu
there.
Picchu?
But you never even heard of that.
Yeah, no.
I don't believe
Pikachu.
in either of these guys long term. I think they both get hit way too much.
Agreed.
But in this fight,
People can change, man.
Gaethje
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Gaethje did it.
Look at that guy.
I don't know. This is it's really close.
Pajuelo.
It's gonna be a
Pajuelo.
war. But are you going Pajuelo too?
Oh, yeah, by knockout. Heart of a lion.
Same.
I'm going Pajuelo decision.
Knockout.
We're all 3 on dogs. Like,
Yeah.
I love
these.
Bring on the dog.
But I like decision though. I don't want him not. I don't think it'd be not.
Yeah, I'm gonna go decision too. Anything else there?
No.
Next up, one of our guys,
Will you guys quit picking the guys I'm picking?
Billy Q.
Yeah.
By default.
Billy Quarantillo versus Youssef
Default.
Zalal.
I'm picking him by default.
Billy Quarantillo,
Right.
No matter what.
18-5, coming off of a win over Damon Jackson, which was not his best performance. Fighting out of Tampa, Florida, 35 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall. Youssef, the Moroccan Devil, Zalal,
Morocco, buddy.
13-5-1, coming off of 3 wins in a row.
Fuck.
And we'll get to this, but those 3 wins were in the same night.
Yeah. Well, that's some
Oh,
Dan
shit.
Henderson shit, ain't it?
Yeah. Fighting out of Denver, originally from Morocco, obviously. 27 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall.
I used to work with a Moroccan.
Really?
Waleed.
So Zalal came into the UFC, won 3 decisions in a row, and then lost 3 decisions in a row to Taporia, Sungwoo Choi, and Sean Woodson.
Which are all terrible
To
fighters.
survive Taporia like that, that's
And that
impressive.
he actually he clearly lost, but a lot of grappling in that. He was in 3 deep ass chokes and got out of them. I was actually really impressed by that. And then he had a draw with Damon Blackshear, got released. Then 3 months later, won in the first round. 2 months after that, won in the first round. These are on the regional scene, obviously. And then in August, fought a tournament where you had a boxing fight, a kickboxing fight, and an MMA fight in the same night,
that's so crazy.
and won it.
What promotion is that?
Sparta 98.
We might have to do an episode of Sparta.
I remember. No, I know what Sparta is.
It's like a Colorado thing.
Right.
That's pretty cool, though.
So,
You get knocked out in boxing, go to kickboxing.
well, I think
How
if
can we
you
rip off
lose,
Bellator?
you're done.
Oh,
I
okay.
think. I don't know.
you
but
imagine you get knocked out. Say you get knocked out in boxing, then you have a kickboxing fight.
30 minutes later.
An hour to 45 minutes later, you go to kickboxing, you knock a guy out, and then MMA.
The thing is,
You just sub
that was
like
a
some
normal fucking thing for decades.
Oh yeah.
For decades, people would fight 3 to 5 times a fucking night.
Well, they probably want
Like
people
Travis
to-
Fulton.
This is why
Yeah.
you.
Dan Severn, bro, he was the king
Yeah.
at that shit. He would not only wrestle tournaments like that, but then when he started fighting, no holds barred shit. He would do 3 or 4 fights a fucking night.
So
Crazy.
earlier when I said there's guys that are bullies on this card, that's Billy Q is kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He'll let you work first round and a half,
Mhm.
and then he fucking takes over,
He downloads people.
and he lets them get tired. Damon Jackson, it was fucking like Christian Rodriguez and Bulgarian tonight.
Mhm.
Damon Jackson took him down a bunch over and over, and then he got tired, and Billy took over. But I don't know, Zalal's got a fucking gas tank on him, and that's what I'm worried about here for Billy. I don't know if Zalal's gonna slow down.
Now
He will when he gets knocked. the
you got a
fuck
name
out.
like Youssef, you lose to 100% of the fights.
Anything that
against a
rhymes
Billy.
with Bilal, you're bad.
yeah, Zalal and Bilal,
Get out of here.
you always lose to a Billy.
Go back to Chicago.
So I don't know. I mean, I bet Zalal's a big dog here. No, he's not actually.
We picked the dog again.
Plus 115.
No, we picked a favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, minus
I
135
got
Billy,
you.
plus
I got it.
115
Almost a
Zalal.
pick,
I thought
but-
Zalal would be a huge dog here because I think he's stepping in a short notice also. But I'm kind of yeah, it was supposed to be Billy and Gabriel Miranda. I kind of want to go Zalal here by decision.
I know you do, and I know that's what you're
You know
actually
what's
going to
frustrating? They should have to tell you. You should have to state why you withdrew.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they tell the UFC why.
They should They should make it public.
Public knowledge, yeah.
They should make it public.
do. What if you have
I don't
crazy hemorrhoids?
care. Don't give a shit.
That's rude.
What if
though.
you have hemorrhoids and
AIDS?
kidney stones at the same
Same
time?
thing. I don't care what it is. You withdraw from a fight that you had a contract signed.
Everyone's got to know about it.
Everybody's got to know. It should be
I mean,
public
look,
knowledge.
I'm with you.
No,
I think
why
that
the
would be
fuck did you
exciting.
pull out of this fight? And then you can. That's where you get into these interviews. Oh, I pulled out because I broke my left toe. when really it was, you got pegged too hard on Saturday or something.
Or you were in jail for beating your wife.
Yeah, or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
I think it should just be public knowledge.
I mean, look, I'm with you. I don't think that any fighter would ever agree with you, but all the fans would.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean,
I'm for the fans,
I
baby.
feel
I'm
like,
for the fans.
I feel like a lot of fighters would be okay with that because
Oh, because
they're
most of
gonna
them are
pull
game.
out
They ain't going to pull out.
for like a real reason,
yeah.
But
yeah, if you're hurt,
but
you're hurt.
it's gonna separate the herd though, because you know that the guys that are like Cowboy or people like that, like they're not gonna lie to you. They're not gonna give you a
No.
bullshit reason for why they backed
But
out.
the guys
that would give you
don't
a
want to
bullshit
fight you because they fucking have a hangnail.
or something.
Some shit. Or they're,
or a
grandma.
bruised foot like Rafael dos Anjos.
Yeah, their
am I
grandma
right?
had
like
heartburn
I feel like
yesterday.
there's not that many of those guys. Like,
There's
Yeah.
probably not,
Like-
but no, but I'm not talking about the injuries per se, but more so like the personal shit. Like I don't know
Yeah,
why.
why did you pull out?
Dude?
Was it because...
Fucking
You
jury
know-
duty, dude.
Yeah, you pull out for jury duty. you're a
Did you pull out for
motherfucker.
duty?
Yeah, that's some bullshit. No one pulls out for duty.
That's right.
Billy is a very slow starter.
I still love him.
I do too, but I feel like
Cowboys slow starter.
that. I mean, yeah, but that costs him sometimes.
A lot of times.
Billy, I mean, I could see Billy losing 2 rounds here and then beating the shit out of Zalal in the third and losing.
I got
but
Billy.
shit, we saw that tonight, and then it fucking went the other guy's way, didn't it?
Yeah, but Zalal's not like a straight up wrestler though. He's
No.
kind of like generalist. I don't know.
Neither is Bilal.
What do you guys think?
Billy Q.
Yeah, Billy Q for sure. TKO.
TKO, Billy.
TKO.
Huh?
TKO.
TKO.
A whole 65 Tapology votes.
Wow.
That's fucking gnarly, bro. That's a lot.
77% Billy Q, 69%.
That's the
decision.
lowest amount of picks we've had, right?
Yeah, but it's got
Has
to
to
Yeah,
be.
it's like probably ever.
65 people?
Shit,
Yeah,
this card ain't done yet,
I mean,
though.
it-
There's still more
it's
to
a-
go.
It's a short notice deal. So I'm going
Fuck off.
I'm going
you
to the
pick-
Hall decision.
I know. Who you are, you
fuck
weirdo.
off, man. You're an
Fucking
asshole.
Weirdo.
You're just a fucking
I
asshole.
just got to stick with the dogs, dude.
I'm
I have to.
going-
I thought, aren't you the one that always bitches at Dylan about being biased?
I'm not biased. I love Billy Q.
Yeah. I think you just defined biased.
Listen, there's bias involved, but I also do think that Billy will win.
Nah, he's gonna win. I don't know. Billy's not. It's not gonna be a TKO. I think
I can
I'm leaning decision, but part of me thinks
what
it's
else?
gonna be a
Sub?
sub.
Why?
Part of me thinks it's gonna be a sub. Like he's gonna hurt him and sub him.
RNC?
I'm
think
going
is
Billy
if
Q
Taporia couldn't
sub.
sub Zalal with like 3 deep chokes, I just don't see Billy doing it.
Think
Yeah,
about that,
but-
did you?
Taporia is not Billy Q.
That's the banquet
Yeah,
talk.
I would say like Taporia, Billy Q. Like it's kind of he's not him. He's just way worse.
Nah, that's Billy Q you're talking about.
No, Billy Q's
Have some
definitely worse than
fucking-
Taporia.
Put some
That's
respect on his
God,
name.
you remember when we were in Kansas City? Seth doesn't remember this,
No, I don't. I was hammered.
and you weren't there.
Yeah, I know. I was hammered here. I didn't specify
Oh,
where.
okay. But there was like these fucking people sitting over here, and I was like, I kept telling them like who we're rooting for: Tanner Bozer, Billy Q. They all lost. Everybody. I think fucking Gutierrez. I told them to.
Yeah,
I was like, hey, we're rooting for this guy, and he would lose.
Love.
And, all right, we're rooting for Billy Q.
we were rooting
Knocked
for
out.
Obviously, everybody in the arena was rooting for
Tanner
Zach
Bozer. We're
Cummings.
rooting for Tanner Bozer. Knocked out in the first round.
I wasn't.
What?
I wasn't rooting for Tanner.
You were rooting for Kudalaba?
Yeah, I like it.
I would.
The only person that roots for Kudalaba is Seth on the
goddamn
No,
planet.
I like
I like Kudalaba.
Kudalaba.
Dude.
You
He's
guys
fine.
are Tanner Bozer.
He's fine. Just because he's bad doesn't mean he's not cool.
Tanner, no. All right, you guys done here?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
Billy Q.
Done with his card.
Zalal decision. No, we got the good ones next, though. This next one is my favorite fight on this
This one's
card.
Hands
gonna be
down,
a good
same, obviously.
This Talbot kid though is
And I know that I
fucking
know that.
bad
Why,
motherfucker.
first of all, why are they doing this to Cameron? Why are they throwing him some fucking?
I know.
heat like
to
this?
both
Like,
of them, really.
Honestly, yeah.
on. Payton Talbot versus Cameron Simons, obviously, who we're talking about. Payton Talbot, 7-0, fighting out of Reno, Nevada, 25 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall. Cameron MSP Simon, 9-1, coming off of a decision loss to Christian Rodriguez, fighting out of South Africa, 23 years old, 5'8". Like, I feel like the UFC's like kind of, they used to be like, let's not kill off one of our young guys, and now they're like trying to do like some like counterpoint.
Yeah, let's throw all
where,
of our young guys against each other.
Yeah.
And see what
I
the
want
fuck
to
happens.
know who in the boardroom is doing that, because I think that's one guy. Like,
yeah,
you know what
Hunter
I mean?
Campbell. I mean, he's kind of
Hunter
like,
Campbell. Yeah,
yeah.
It might be Hunter. But like, who is it that's doing these? Kind of
Dana's
fights?
not has nothing to do with these two guys matchmaking wise.
Right. He's
Dana's
always
doing,
in
like,
the matchmaking, but Dana's talking about money. Like, who can we build?
Yeah, like
So like Hunter is obviously going against the grain again, or maybe who's the other one?
Sean Shelby.
Sean Shelby,
and Mick Maynard too.
Mick Maynard. Yeah. So they're probably one of those guys is definitely always going against the grain.
Well,
with Dana,
I think the way they do it is I think Mick Maynard, who's like the big dude, he does like the lower half of the weight classes, like fucking like maybe like lightweight and lower or something. And I think Sean Shelby actually is the matchmaker for the heavier weight.
How do you
classes.
know that?
I feel like I've heard that before. I couldn't tell you an exact
You
source.
read it in a book.
But I think in interviews and shit, I think I've heard that.
I'm sweating like grease monkeys out here. You expect me to hold on to a ball?
And it's probably more of like scouting stuff. Like Mick Maynard probably scouts the smaller weight classes. It's maybe not like names in the UFC that he specifically matchmakes. I'm sure that's everybody. But point is that these two guys, I would love to see them like be fighting older guys that
You want to see him built up more.
yeah.
No, I agree. Look, I want both these guys to get the O'Malley treatment, but they're not. But
They might be better for it. I mean,
That's
obviously
what- yeah,
it's
that's what
worked
I'm
out with
getting at.
Sean, but sometimes it doesn't.
right. Well, I don't know. You know who I'm rooting for.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, these
South
guys
Africa.
are very similar to me in the sense that they're both fucking extremely durable, and
Simon's got sharp hands, bro.
he does.
He
But
does, but-
Rodriguez kind of outstruck him last time.
Yeah, well, he's young. He's young. He's still a little green. He's 23 fucking years old. He just turned 23.
Yeah,
How tall is he? I don't think I remember
5'8".
him being all that tall.
5'8" versus 5'10".
A little smaller
about
stature
Talbot.
kind of
I
guy.
mean, they're 135
I
pounds.
like Talbot a
That's
lot.
not short for animal.
I like Talbot a lot, but in his Contender Series fight, which side note was against Tracy Cortez's brother,
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
and in his UFC debut, he kind of does what Billy does. He lets these guys like tee off on him.
Yeah, he started off super slow.
Yeah,
And then he turns it on. You can
and
tell
he
he's
fucking-
super skilled.
he breaks your ass. I mean,
I know the problem with that though is like you're picking up bad habits, and when you get into upper echelon, that you're not going to be able to pick off in the late rounds, then you're just fucking yourself.
exactly. Yeah,
You're fucking yourself.
100%.
You're letting the judges rule your entire career.
The thing is, I feel like he's got the skills to not do that, but he just
Honestly, like, you're kind of talking me off of my. I originally was going with Saaiman.
I'm picking Talbot.
I'm going with Corbin Blue.
Yeah,
I got Saaiman, and I also, in win or lose, I truly think that Saaiman eventually will hold the belt in this division.
Oh, really?
Hey, he's only
I mean, he's
23,
young
bro.
as shit.
my
9 years from now, he could fucking wreck.
but my
Good,
thing.
or he could be a fucking song, dude.
Good.
My thing with both of these guys, and part of why that I'm worried about that is that they both get hit a lot. Talbot too, like Talbot gets cracked. Saaiman gets hit too much.
Justin Gaethje quit getting hit like 2 years ago.
I mean, but it's like maybe he is a Justin Gaethje, but not everyone is. It's like
Yeah.
But those South Africans are tough, man.
But for me in this, it's like if someone from the future comes to me and says somebody's chin got cracked for the first time in this fight, I know Payton Talbot won because I don't see Cameron Saaiman knocking Payton Talbot out.
Yeah.
If someone's getting knocked out, I think it's Cameron Saaiman. That being
That's
said,
what-
I'm going to pick Talbot by decision.
You think just because of sheer just size, because he's got maybe a little more power
Size, and
potentially?
Payton Talbot, he just walks these guys down and fucking breaks them. Like it's absurd. And like I said, against
It's a pick'em, dude.
Cortez, Tracy's brother, Cortez had a fucking phenomenal first round. Took him down, hit him with everything he had. Yeah. But you could just see it on Cortez is just cracking him with everything and wrestling him and shit. And then he's just like, I can't. This guy's just still on me. Like he's just pushing forward all the time, and I cannot. Like nothing I'm doing is working. And then he just got fucking his ass kicked the rest of the fight.
Let's just hope that was a weird night and just a weird opponent.
I'm gonna go Corbin Blue,
Cordon
aka
Bleu?
Payton Talbot. I'm gonna go Talbot by TKO.
Simon's never been finished.
I think it's gonna happen.
I think you're stupid.
His only loss is Rodriguez.
I think first time for everything.
Also,
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's yet. I agree with that, but I don't think it's
This Talbot kid, dude, is sick.
No, I agree. Look, I agree. But no, I got
I love
Simon.
Simon. I was
got Simon, dude.
coming in tonight. I was going with Simon. Now I'm going with Talbot. I'm Corbin Blue.
Simon won me over, and I'm a fan.
Oh, fuck
I'm a
yeah,
fan
dude.
too.
I like him too.
Simon.
But this Talbot
not
kid,
betting
dude,
against
that last fight we watched, that third round when he was putting it on, homeboy, like it was crazy.
Well, his debut. I think was it second round or was it third? The dude was wrestling him and shit, and then he just
It might have been second round.
He
then,
just was
maybe.
like, I not my wrestling's not really. Yeah, I'm taking him down, but he's just getting up and then beating my ass.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Mhm.
he just broke him.
Yeah.
I think it was Nick Aguirre was his name, but odds it's a pick 'em -110 both sides.
Yeah, even.
Which makes sense. I mean, it's gonna be close. I think. And for me, you said knockout, but
I don't think anyone's getting knocked out.
I'm going Talbot decision. Man, Tapology.
Simon.
440 votes,
Love that.
67% Simon,
That's a good one.
86%
I
decision.
may regret it. I like me some Simon, but I'm
in
going
that.
with Talbot.
I got Simon decision.
The thing is,
show.
I'm very confident that Simon will win the first round. I'm pretty.
Yeah.
I feel like I could bet my life savings on that.
Yeah, but is Simon one of those guys that you like just you can take a whole like in one round you can download and get all of his fucking tells and everything, and then just out chess play him the rest of the fucking fight? I don't think so. I think he's a little more dynamic, a little more unpredictable than that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, but I guess my answer is yes because I'm picking Talbot to win.
Right.
Talbot, TKO.
Nope.
Talbot decision, Simon decision.
Simon decision for sure.
Simon says. All right. Anything else?
Nah, that'll be a fun one.
Yes.
That's my
Corbin
banger.
Blue, TKO.
All right. Main
Ribas all fucking day.
main event. Really?
Yeah, dude. I mean, Rose is washed out, dude. She's getting old.
I'm going to bury the lead here, but I disagree. Amanda Ribas versus Rose Namajunas. Amanda Ribas, 12-4, coming off of a win over Luana Pinheiro. She hit her with a wheel kick and then finished her.
But before that, she got her ass shit on.
By Macy.
Yeah.
She made us all jealous.
Mm-hmm.
30 years old, fighting out of Brazil. 30 years old, 5 feet 3 inches tall. Thug Rose Namajunas, 11-6, coming off of 2 losses in a row.
God,
Fighting
the Sparsa fight.
Fighting out of Colorado, 31 years old,
Nobody
5 feet
likes
5
Sparsa.
inches tall. Thing is that my thing with this fight is that when Rose, obviously her last fight, she went up to flyweight first time. She fought Manon Fiorot, who's like 5'9".
Killer.
And in that fight, Rose fucked her finger up. We all know that. She
Mhm.
fucked her pinky up or whatever in the first round.
Though.
But I think the second and third round, Rose did really well at like slipping punches and not really getting hit that much. But the difference in that fight was that when Rose would hit Fiorot clean, it literally meant nothing to Fiorot.
Oh, yeah.
But
She just-
Fiorot hit Rose clean and it had an impact.
Mm-hmm.
My thing here is that Amanda Ribas is another former strawweight, and she's 2 inches shorter than Rose.
Mm-hmm.
She's not 5'9", she's 5'3".
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem for sure.
And I love Amanda Ribas, but I've said this before. I fucking hate the way she strikes. She's just herky-jerky, but not like for a reason. It's like it's just moving around all weird for no reason at all. And I think Rose is going to piece her up on the feet.
Think so?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I don't think I love them both, but I think Rose is going to piece her up. Like it's, I think it's honestly, and I may be talking out of line here, but I think it's going to be a battering.
Look, you both are probably more than likely correct. I'm just personally I've always been a Rose fan. I've never disliked her once. I'm just bored of her. I'm over it, and she's just so fragile and emotionally fragile. And I'm not even saying that I'm like a huge Ribas fan. I do like her as well. But
I like them both.
New wave. Let's get some new waves in here. Let's get this division going.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they're both somewhat new to this division because they both went up from strawweight.
But I mean, Rose is not that far off from retiring. Like, there's no way she's going to be fighting for 3 years from now, 5 years from now.
She's only 31.
I don't care. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
I mean, Rose.
I think she can only handle maybe one more.
She's a head case. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree on that part where her head's like halfway in, halfway out.
I mean, literally, dude, just accidentally bump into her in the hallway on the way to science class, and then you're gonna be in her head, and then she's probably gonna fucking lose that fight.
Yeah,
that's the thing. She could show up here not ready, also, and get just her ass kicked. Like, you just never know. But
that's what I'm banking
Rose at her best,
I
think has no problem with Amanda Ribas.
No, I agree. With at
her best,
we don't know what we're gonna get.
That's why I think Rose is gonna come back and try and correct that the losses she has had recently, and I think it's going to be a battering because Amanda, when it comes to striking,
and Amanda's not going to be like physically imposing enough in my opinion. Mannon's she's a monster compared to Rose. She's huge.
Here's the thing, though. Everybody knows who Rose is. Everybody loves Thug Rose, right? She's reached like the pinnacle of like fame and likability throughout anybody who's been watching MMA in the past 5, 6, 7 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amanda Ribas, she, people like her, whatever, but she's not anywhere close to that. But she's already got a better record. It's like that kind of goes to show what's going on with female MMA, or at least that division. I mean, Rose is she's 11-6.
Yeah, but I would definitely heavily counterpoint
11-6 is a salty, shitty ass fucking record.
The fact that
bro.
Rose has fought way better competition than Amanda Ribas.
She has, but that's not Amanda's fault, and like that still remains to be seen. I think Rose is at the end of her career, and Amanda's got plenty of time left.
12-4 versus 11-6, but one has won the belt and defended the belt.
Yeah, there's
the
that.
Only
there's
thing, the part I agree with Seth about like Rose being like at the end of her career is because she is like, it seems like she's a head case.
Yeah, it's not because of her physicality, but also she has dealt with plenty of injuries and backed out from fights and shit.
I mean, I definitely don't know if she even wants to fight for
That's
that
what
much
I mean.
longer.
That's really what I mean.
Yeah.
Is like, I don't think that I feel like she just has done that and accomplished that in her own right, and I feel like she's just kind of getting over it, dude. Like I don't see her like, will to want to be in there anymore like I used to.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I think Rose tries to right the ship, and honestly, I can see her finishing Amanda.
I'm going Amanda
just by punches.
Minus 175 Rose, plus 150 Amanda. Is this like
Amanda decision all day?
The 6th out of 6 dogs that you've picked? Have you picked literally all dogs, or like all but one?
Let's run through them real fast.
Tafa,
Amanda Rose, Tafa,
Dobson, Saaiman. That's
you picked the favorite.
So,
it's a pick 'em.
Okay,
it's a
pick
'em.
'em. We'll say we'll keep it.
And you picked Billy.
I picked Billy. So
and we all picked Pajuelo. So I guess technically 3 out of 6, but Saaiman and Talbott's a pick 'em, so kind of hard to count that one.
Right.
Either way, Tapology 534 votes, 76% Rose.
Yeah.
70% decision.
I think
all name value. That's all fucking.
I kind of think Rose finishes her too.
Yeah, I think she finishes her, man.
She certainly is capable.
I don't think she like knocks her out cold, but I think she finishes her by just.
You going Amanda decision?
Yes, decision, 100% decision. But look, I'm not fucking confident in this fight. I personally am not betting shit on this fight. I wouldn't advise anyone to probably bet on it, because even if you bet on what everybody thinks the for sure winner is going to be, it's like how much are you really making anyway?
Yeah, it's probably a little too wide to bet moneyline Rose, and also on the flip side, plus 150 might not be enough juice to.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is just sit back and enjoy this one. Don't even fucking bet on it.
Amanda's hot, and
Rose is hot.
As much as
Amanda's probably got a better body.
Oh yeah, and a better set of hair.
Not when Roses grows it out, dude. She's got pretty hair.
I think Amanda's
Amanda's
a
fine.
whole different level.
Amanda's
in my opinion.
fine, and she knows it.
I think
Yeah.
they're both fun.
The point
I
I was
think-
trying to make is that although Amanda is hot and that's fun to look at, she's also like she will go to war.
Oh, she'll
Right,
stand
she's
in
tough.
front and
Yeah.
bang. But I just think Rose is too crispy on the feet.
Yeah.
I agree, but we've also seen her show up just dog shit too.
Well, sometimes, yeah, with the Esparza fight, holy cocks.
That was the last time she fought 5 rounds.
It was
so
awful.
who knows
And
what kind of
also,
game
like,
plan we got here.
I feel like at the height of her success is when she was constantly active.
Yeah.
And when she started taking time off or like whatever it may be, just because boredom or mental health or injuries, she hasn't came back looking better. You know, like she just looked like the same. Or
Last fight was September.
so a year.
No.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, I got you.
I mean, that's not like super quick turnaround, but somewhat quick.
Yeah, I mean it's a normal turnaround, I'd say.
All right. Amanda, decision.
Rose TKO.
Rose TKO.
TKO.
Anything else on this card?
Now, there's a couple fun fights on there. Couple fun fights, but overall, probably a little bit of a lackluster
I
card.
think
But, I mean,
based on our picks, we're kind of like
it's because
it's going to be Dog City, apparently.
Yeah, no.
I hope we're right though. That'll make the card fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with these kind of cards, when the dogs start winning or some crazy shit, there might be a couple fights here where some crazy shit happens.
Maybe I still think it's gonna be
Trey
a lot. I think a lot of
Trey
decision.
Ogden's a favorite. Kind of surprising to me a
Nah,
little
let's
bit.
go Kurt. Let's go Kurt.
Julian Rosa, kind of a somewhat big dog.
No, I got a little soft spot for Kurt Hollabaugh.
Miles John's a favorite over Cody Gibson. Miles John's, that's Garrett Armfield's boy, but
Yeah, but barely.
that's tough.
Cody, he rubbed me wrong. in
Cody?
Tough, yeah.
Well,
I get it,
Garbrandt,
you're-
same.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Nah, I love Garbrandt.
I don't love him, but I don't hate him. I used to like him a lot.
I think it's a lackluster card, but I think there's a couple good fights on there.
Some of these cards deliver. The one tonight's kind of delivering. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Couldn't tell
What
ya.
we've seen. There's been a couple good ones.
at HOR Podcast Instagram, at Hungover Handwrite TikTok, our personal socials in the description, and probably popped up on your screen a couple times by now.
At Seth Steely on Instagram. If you're blonde and hot, DM me.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Peace.
Later.